I recently had a question in one of the comments of my videos asking whether data analytics was still a good career to go into in 2025. And that got me thinking, is it worth spending so much time getting into data analytics in 2025? Let's unpack the story. Point number one, they say AI is taking over, and it's definitely changed the way businesses interact with data. There are tasks that used to require a lot of manual effort, like cleaning datasets or identifying trends and patterns. They can now be done in seconds using AI tools. AI-powered tools. For example, both Power BI and Tableau have AI-powered insights, which can allow business users to ask natural language questions and receive instant answers. There are SQL editors that are integrating AI-generated queries so that someone with less technical knowledge can go in and ask questions of a SQL warehouse, a SQL data feed, and in theory retrieve the correct data without writing technical code. And that might sound like a real problem for data analysts, but the reality is a bit more nuanced. Automations reduce the need for manual, repetitive tasks, but what it hasn't done yet is eliminate the need for human judgment. It's been my experience so far that businesses still need humans to interpret data, make strategic recommendations, and understand how a business's data connects to the broader company goal. AI can summarize past trends, but it doesn't always know why something happened or what might happen in the future. For example, a dashboard might show a company's revenue drop by 10%, but AI won't know that that was due to a supply chain issue, it was due to a failed marketing campaign, a shift in consumer behavior, or a combination of all three. And that's where data analysts who thrive in 2025 and beyond are going to be the ones who go beyond the data itself, understanding business and client strategy, telling compelling stories, being able to make strategic recommendations based on a company's goal, and using data to drive real decisions. There's a lot more on the client relationship side of things that a data analyst who wants to thrive in 2025 and beyond, those skills they're going to have to work on. Job demand. Now, in spite of everyone being afraid of automation, the job market for data professionals has remained strong, and it says otherwise. According to the United States Bureau of Labor Statistics, demand for data-related roles is expected to grow 35% by 2032, making it one of the fastest growing career paths. LinkedIn's annual job report also ranks data analysts, data scientists, and business analysts as one of the highest in-demand roles in multiple industries, including finance, healthcare, e-commerce, marketing. But there is a shift happening. Companies aren't just hiring out-and-out data analysts, generic data analysts. They don't want someone who can just translate data into a data report. They need someone who can translate data into business impact. In a recent survey, only 24% of companies felt that they were confident in making data-driven decisions, which means they need professionals who can bridge the gap between raw data and business strategy. So in short, companies are still hiring data analysts and the job market is still strong, but they're hiring more than just a data analyst who can generate a report. They want someone who can provide clear business value. Data analyst salaries. Now, if you want a deeper dive into data analyst salaries in 2025, I can make a standalone video about it. I have made a number of videos regarding salaries in the UK versus the US versus Canada. I'll link those up here and in the description below. But salaries is still one of the biggest factors why people consider going into data analytics. It's a relatively high paying field, along with good work-life balance. And that hasn't changed. In 2025, the average data analyst salaries in major markets are £40,000 to £50,000 for entry level, £60,000 to £80,000 for mid-level analysts, and anywhere in the region of £90,000 plus for senior analyst level, with many roles crossing into six figures. In industries like finance, consulting, and tech, salaries can be even higher, often at the cost of work-life balance. But especially if you move into specialized roles like product analytics, cloud computing, data science, and machine learning engineering. Now, I've personally seen a growing demand in freelance and contract data work. When I'm applying to jobs now, I see more and more temporary or contract roles that a company wants to hire you for 6 months, pay you much more than market rate. And essentially what companies are doing, they're paying top rates for skilled technical professionals who can solve complex and specific problems quickly. So on the freelance side of things, if you're able to specialize, a company might just hire you, plug you into a project for 6 months, 8 months, 12 months. You solve their problem, you get paid a lot of money, and then you move on to another company. Now, while AI and automation could potentially shake things up, the reality is companies are still paying top rates for skilled data professionals. They're still paying a premium, especially for those who can tie data insights into revenue growth, customer retention, efficiency maximization, or cost reduction. The skills that actually matter for a data analyst in 2025. Now, to succeed in data analytics moving forward, technical skills won't be enough. Companies don't just want an analyst who can crunch numbers, they want someone who can communicate with clients, maintain client relationships, solve a problem, and communicate issues, outcomes, and insights effectively. So here are the most important skills for data analysts in 2025. SQL and databases. SQL is still the backbone for most data jobs in 2025, and obviously knowing how to work with databases is non-negotiable. Business understanding. Companies care about revenue, customer retention, cost reduction, and operational efficiency. And analysts who can understand business strategies and understand how a business works, they're always going to be valuable. Data storytelling and communication. You need to be able to explain insights clearly to technical and non-technical clients and stakeholders, whether it's through a dashboard, whether it's through a report, a presentation, or even a simple chart that executives can understand. Python and automation. Automation skills like using Python for data processing or automating manual tasks can really help you stand out. AI tools and software. Now, understanding AI tools and software, how AI models work, their benefits, and more importantly, their limitations, is going to be a key differentiator in the future job market. What's not as important in 2025? Well, memorizing every key feature in Power BI or Tableau. I had recently applied for a senior level job, and they sent me quite a technical 2-hour Power BI technical test. 2 days later, they emailed me an updated test, which was ultimately far less technical in the Power BI side of things, but included a 45-minute section towards the end of the test about customer requirements and business strategy. They sent me a case study, they sent me data from their past, they sent me a case study, they sent me some previous client information, and asked me to give their historical client recommendations based on X, Y, and Z. Now, initially what they'd sent me was an incredibly technical Power BI test with DAX formulae and combining multiple dashboards together and combining years and years. It was 6 years worth of data into one dashboard and providing this insight. Incredibly technical in Power BI. But then 2 days later, they sent me an updated one with less technical questions and which focus more on the business side of things with client relationships, providing insights and recommendations. And that's initially why I wanted to create this video. That initial technical test they sent me was interesting. And if you want me to go through that test in another video, let me know down in the comments below. I can walk through what kind of Power BI skills that role in particular wanted in a separate video. But that was interesting because the updated test they sent me meant they weren't as heavily reliant on expert technical skills, but they also wanted someone who understood business strategy alongside client relationships, customer requirements, and the technical side of things. So is data analytics still a good career choice? Now, despite all of the changes that have been occurring, I think data analytics still remains one of the best careers for salary growth, job stability, and industry flexibility. If you're able to get a data job where you're exposed to multiple different industries, insurance, actuarial, investment banking, like I am, accounting even, industry flexibility is a huge perk of the role. And yes, automation is reducing the need for manual, repetitive tasks, but businesses still need experts who can interpret data, communicate findings, and drive decisions. Companies are still hiring analysts, especially those companies who are going beyond the traditional reporting side of things and focusing more on business impact. Salaries remain competitive, with mid to senior level analysts easily creeping into 6-figure salaries. And the key to remaining relevant in 2025 isn't just about learning the technical basics, the fundamentals, which are important. Learning programming, learning SQL, learning Excel are important, but you need to pair those with business understanding. Develop critical thinking, communication, and business skills that set you apart from AI-generated reports. If you're serious about building a career in data, check out my video about how I would learn data analysis in 2025 if I had to start all over again. I'll link that up here and down in the description below. And let me know down in the comments, do you think data analytics is still worth it in 2025? Why and why not? Let me know down in the comments below. That's all for this video. I hope this video was useful. If it was, be sure to leave a like and subscribe. Thanks for watching, and I will see you guys in the next one, which allows users to use natural, which allows users to use natural, which allows users to use natural, which allows users to ask natural, which allows users to ask natural language questions and